When I first saw the Bluehost coupon code, I didn't trust it. It popped up on some random site I'd never heard of before. The page looked thrown together. No branding, no details, just a giant button that said, Activate 83% off Bluehost coupon code. The font was bright red, and there were way too many exclamation points. You know the kind. It felt like one of those fake, you've won a free iPhone pop-ups from the early 2000s. So I did what most people probably would do. I clicked away. I was already on Bluehost's official website at the time, checking out plans for a blog I'd been thinking about starting. The price on their homepage said $11.99 a month for the basic plan. Not horrible, but also not cheap if you're just getting started and don't even know if your site's going to work. That's when the second wave of doubt hit. I kept thinking, what if there really is a Bluehost coupon code out there that actually drops the price? What if I'm literally about to overpay just because I didn't take 2 minutes to double check? So, against my better judgment, I went back to the sketchy-looking coupon page and clicked the button. I expected one of two things. Either it wouldn't work at all, or it would send me down some rabbit hole of surveys, email captures, and fake discounts. But what happened surprised me. The link took me straight back to the Bluehost website. Same layout, same plans. Except this time, the prices were completely different. Instead of $11.99 a month, the basic plan showed up as $1.99 a month. At first, I assumed I was seeing it wrong. I refreshed the page. Still $1.99. I opened it in a new browser tab just to be sure. Same thing. I hovered over the price and noticed a little message that said, Promotional offer applied. I clicked through to checkout, and sure enough, the total had dropped by more than $180. No sketchy code to enter. No add-ons I didn't need. No spammy pop-ups. Just a clean, working Bluehost coupon code that had auto-applied through the referral link. And that's when it hit me. The page that looked fake had actually led me to the real deal. And if I had ignored it completely, if I had assumed every third-party link was a scam, I would have missed out on the best Bluehost deal I'd seen anywhere. I still wasn't totally sold, though. I kept waiting for the catch. Was the hosting plan going to be stripped down? Was I going to get hit with crazy renewal fees or hidden charges after checkout? But no. Bluehost clearly laid out everything in the order summary. 1 year of hosting, free domain, free SSL, the same basic plan I was going to buy for full price, just heavily discounted. And the deeper I went into setup, the more I realized why Bluehost is such a popular choice for beginners. They weren't just throwing in a coupon to get me to sign up, they were actually making the process painless once I did. Right after I paid, Bluehost guided me step by step through picking a theme, connecting my domain, and launching my site. I didn't need to know anything about code or servers. It was all click, choose, confirm. No guessing. No tech headaches. That's when the skepticism started to fade. I had been so focused on the discount that I forgot to actually think about whether Bluehost would be good. But so far, it wasn't just good. It was making me feel like maybe I'd waited too long to start this whole thing. I kept thinking about how close I came to skipping it all. If I hadn't clicked that link, the one I almost wrote off as fake, I would have spent $180 more for the exact same result. The real test came after I launched the site. Because let's be honest, anyone can offer a flashy discount or slap 83% off on a banner. What matters is what comes after, how the product performs, how easy it is to use, whether you feel like you actually got value or just got baited into something cheap and frustrating. So I held my breath as I hit go live. Bluehost loaded my new website in less than 5 seconds. It looked exactly how I'd built it. Simple, clean, and surprisingly professional for someone who had never done this before. But that was just the front end. What really impressed me was how everything worked behind the scenes. The Bluehost dashboard was way more intuitive than I expected. I could manage everything from one place, my domain, my email accounts, my WordPress dashboard, and even my backups. No weird logins or complicated cPanel maze, just a clean, organized interface with tools that made sense. And if I didn't understand something, there was always a built-in walkthrough or help article one click away. What shocked me most was how little friction there was. I had braced myself for something clunky, something that would frustrate me into quitting halfway through, but instead, it felt like the entire setup was designed for people like me, people who want to launch something but don't want to become a web developer in the process. And here's something I didn't expect. They didn't spam me. I know that sounds silly, but I've signed up for other tools where the moment you register, your inbox gets flooded with upsells and irrelevant offers. But Bluehost, they just let me build. No aggressive emails, no pushy alerts, no shady fees. Just the service I paid for. And honestly, it felt like I paid less than I should have for what I got. Over the next couple of weeks, I added a few blog posts, installed a contact form, and even set up a free business email using the domain I got with my hosting, all without spending a single extra dollar. That Bluehost coupon code I almost ignored, it carried me through the entire process. It didn't just save me money, it gave me momentum, and that momentum made all the difference. It's wild to think how many people never get to this point, not because they aren't capable, but because they hesitate, because they assume the discount is fake, or they think it'll be too technical, or they talk themselves out of starting altogether. And I get it, I was one of them. But once you take the leap, things start falling into place. I went from feeling like I had no idea what I was doing to feeling proud of something I built from scratch. Every time I log in and see my traffic stats or get a comment on one of my posts, I get that little rush again. Not because I'm making millions, but because it's mine. My voice, my brand, my platform. And the best part? I did it all for a fraction of what I thought it would cost. That's what I keep going back to. I almost paid full price for no reason. If I had clicked the regular Bluehost ad and signed up through the homepage, I would have dropped nearly $200 more a sales for the exact same plan. No extra features, no added benefits, just more money out of my pocket. All because I didn't know better. Now, anytime someone tells me they're thinking about starting a site, whether it's for a business, a blog, a portfolio, whatever, the first thing I say is, don't pay full price. Find a Bluehost coupon code that actually works, one that applies the discount automatically. You'd be shocked how many people sign up without realizing they're missing out on the best deal. And look, I get the hesitation. The internet is full of fake offers and bait and switch garbage. But this wasn't one of those. This coupon code, it was real. It worked. And it got me past the part I had been stuck on for years, the starting part. So if you're standing at the edge right now, thinking about launching something but scared to jump, just know this. The hardest part isn't the setup. It's convincing yourself to begin. Let a good Bluehost coupon code make that decision easier. If it helped me launch my site, save 180, and finally move forward after years of procrastination, maybe it'll do the same for you.